Hello and welcome to the Saintly Sounder, your source for reviews, playthroughs, and tips for FIFA 15. Today we are going to be looking at coming from behind or maintaining close leads. This is something you're going to be doing often, and I don't see enough players doing the tips I'm going to recommend in this video. It's also quite long, but there's in-game clips to show you how effective this is, and I also include my record when using my own recommendations. Alright, so first things first, you have to recognize when it's time to switch things up. If you're losing and it's the 60th minute or later, you're going to need to make a change to be able to have any chance of coming back. If you're down by 2 at halftime, you also need to consider making a big swing at things. Your opponent already has a big enough advantage without you sticking to the same methods that obviously didn't work in the first half. Now, the third option is going to be hard for you to admit, but your opponent might actually be better than you. So even if it's tied, you may want to switch to a more defensive setup or switch into more defensive tactics to hope for a tie. The fourth option, you're leading by 1 or 2 goals. You may want to make a change around the 60th minute there to be able to give your team a little bit of a boost as your strikers run out of fitness.
Interception. It's a quick break. Oh, it's a clear chance. Here's the chance. A goal. Well, it is an open goal, but he had to.
Alright, what an incredibly sweaty goal by Emenike there to seal the win for my team. But this underlies a key point. You need game changers. When the game is close or not going your way, you need players who you can count on to get that goal, to scratch and claw, to get it however you can. What I like to look for in game changers is one sweaty striker, either Sturridge, Emenike, or Doumbia. Don't use Ibarbo because his finishing is only going to let you down in the 90th minute and it's going to start costing you games. I also like to have one pacey, good dribbling center attacking mid like Chikawi or Mkhitaryan because this really allows you to bridge the gap between your tired center backs and your pacey forward that you just brought in to really bring the heat when you're losing games. Alright, my first super sub should come as a shock to no one. Emmanuel and Emenike, the man from Nigeria and Fenerbahce, who has awesome pace, great strength, decent dribbling, and a shot that will finish for you most of the time. This makes him a great candidate to run at teams after the 60th minute. Now, post-patch, it seems that pace has been nerfed a little bit, so his effect really doesn't take hold unless you sub him in after the 60th minute. So be aware of that. My other impact player is Yassine Chikawi playing in the center attacking mid role. He's got plenty of pace to do it. He's got amazing dribbling and a 5-star skill and 5-star weak foot means if you get any chance at all to finish shots, he will. You'll see in clips to come how he just simply knifes through a team and finishes with composure. He has the finesse shot trait which really improves his low 73 finishing. And he's somewhat strong, although he didn't feel as strong for me in-game. He certainly gets the job done, and his 80 passing doesn't hurt for assists. Alright, so just a quick reminder what my squad actually looks like here. This is what it looks like before I switch anything. What I go with for about the first 60 minutes of a game. It works fairly well, but is occasionally prone to getting stopped by Beast FC defenses. Alright, here's how my squad looks if I'm only down by 1 or leading by 1 with about 30 minutes to go. As you can see, Chikawi and Emenike are slotted into the slots I described. And although you may be saying chemistry would be affected, EA Sports has made it so basically the chemistry of subs, as long as they're playing in the position that they normally play in, is equal to your team chemistry at the start of the game. So this means Chikawi is actually playing on 10 chem, Emenike is actually playing on 10 chem in this squad, which is a huge benefit. Alright, so here I am putting this team to work. As you can see, Vieri takes it on himself, scores from off the bar, somewhat lucky, but I was playing a Legends team, so I don't care too much. You can see Yassine Chikawi making an awesome run there. I ended up coming back and winning this game, and I think it was all down to the substitutions, which were big game breaker. Up next is a squad I use when I'm losing by more than 1 goal or my offense isn't working when I'm only down by 1. As you can see, it's kind of throw the kitchen sink at it. Chikawi's playing out of position at left wing. He doesn't play in-game too much worse, so I can't complain too much about that. Emenike with his strength pace really allows him to get down the wings quickly and score some sweaty goals by just coming across the 18, slotting it to Vieri. Welbeck is a natural winger and is still on 10 chem because chemistry doesn't get taken away. Same with Fowler. They both have a decent pace, decent passing, so they really work at that right mid-roll. Marchisio comes into the squad instead of De Rossi just to give a little pace now that there's only 3 mids and Walker can sweep things up brilliantly. So this first clip is Chikawi completing his hat trick that he got since coming in the 62nd minute to win 7-3. I was down 3-1 despite the man advantage. The snow was killing me. EA AIDS was killing me. And I ended up coming back to win this 7-3. Chikawi immense. All because I switched to the 3-4-3. Everything just opens up. Gerrard's corner kick here. Emenike using his strength and jumping ability to get his big head on it. This was the equalizer. This is when it all came apart for him. Excellent feeling. Alright, so some final things to remember. Chemistry for subs equals team chemistry. So if you're on a 100 chem team, you don't need to worry too much about your subs not coming on with full chem. Anyway, FIFA 15 doesn't seem to penalize you for playing people with poor chem or playing them out of position too much. So don't worry about using a player like Chikawi out at left wing. Also, remember, keepers don't lose fitness, so you don't need them in the fitness part of your fitness squad. So this allows you to have 2 open slots for your 2 big game breakers. I use Chikawi and Emenike. Handanovic has never lost a point of fitness in 500 games. So don't worry about it. Get your game changers in and you're going to start winning games. Trust me. Alright, so I included my record when using these impact substitutions just to show I'm not blowing smoke, and this is actually really effective. I'm 30, 10, and 20 when I stay in the 4-3-1-2. Just making the substitutions of Emenike and Chikawi. That's still a winning record. I'm still pretty proud of it. It's not that great, but when you come from behind, any sort of points is a great benefit to survival. Now, when I switch to the 3-4-3, this is when things get ridiculous. I'm down by 2. I normally make this change around the 45th minute, and I'm 12-1-2 when I do it. The pressure, the space, the ridiculousness. Emenike has like 3 goals a game when you adjust it for the amount of time he plays. It's absolutely nuts. Alright guys, so that was a long one, but hopefully it helped some of you. And judging from online where almost nobody really makes impact subs, it's kind of shocking. So hopefully this helps a lot of you. Like and subscribe if you found this at all helpful. And follow at Twitter at RedDeath329. Thanks for watching.